Ready? Okay, cool. Action. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we are doing here, we kind of talked about a little bit briefly the other day, but I thought maybe I'd talk about it a little bit more. So, we're reusing the arch form that we used to build this arch, because I think it's an easy way to get a nice shape for the front edge. So it kind of fits in, and then we have another piece of plywood that is cut at a taper. So if we were to take this piece of plywood and lay it on the ground, it wouldn't be a rectangle. It would be like there's a straight line at the back, and then there's like a curve at the front. And so that creates at the top a lip that sticks out, right? What we're kind of trying to do is extend a little bit of an eyebrow at the top of these arches. So we first get this thing set in place, get it all the way up against the arch, put some blocks underneath it, and then there's a bunch of PVC spacers that you can see. The spacers are these little round things, these pieces of PVC. And so what those are for is those go between this form and that piece of plywood that's wrapped around the outside, and then screws get passed through in order to create an equal distance all the way around the arch so that we have like a nice, consistent sort of a lip. And then this stuff gets packed into it. And so this stuff is hemp and magnesium. It's on the sheet that you guys have. I'm not exactly sure what the name of it is. Yes. Yeah, it's the aircrete mortar, or the magnesium lightweight mortar with hemp in it for packing. So it's got a lot of hemp. There's like 10 liters of hemp in it, and you can't really spread it with a trowel or anything. It's more like, well, packing. So you can go look at it. You put it in place and you like and smash it and compress it down, and it turns out really hard. So this is like operation A of extending these eaves. Now, you also could just have stacked your bricks out far enough and then cut off a nice line with the Sawzall, but the bricks didn't come out quite as far as we wanted the eave to come out. Another thing that I would say is I find when I'm plastering and I'm doing like finishing touches with plaster that I cannot make a straight line or like an even curved line by eye. I can't do it. And if anybody says they can't do it, they probably can. It just seems impossible to me. So I like to put things in place that I can cut with a saw and like get exactly the right shape and then plaster around them. Like for this for example, I feel like this is going to be a cleaner shape than even if we had cut it with the Sawzall. So, for whatever that's worth. If we walk around to this other arch over here, you can see what it's like right after the form comes off. Because yesterday that arch was done with the same packing method, and you can kind of get a look at that.